welcome to our channel. My name is Tracy. Bandit's hanging out with me. You may hear him squeak the toy. You may see the camera get wonky because, you know, sometimes he knocks into it. And Chloe is off drawing. So if you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for checking us out. We do lots of unboxings, unbaggings, try-ons, get ready with me's, clothing unboxings, mini hauls, things like that. This is my partner in crime here, Bandit, huh? He's so handsome. And Chloe's my daughter, who joins me for some of the videos. And if you're returning, thanks so much for being a part of our YouTube family. We appreciate all the love and support that you guys send our way all the time. So today I have something a little different. I have a mystery box. So this is from Hank and Henry. I have nothing from Hank and Henry, not one thing. I've never tried anything from this brand. So they had mystery boxes. I went back and forth about getting one. Do I get one? Do I not get one? I went on the site, I put one in my car, took it out of my car, back and forth. They had a $45, a $75, a $95, and an $145. I got the $75. Now usually I'm an all or nothing kind of gal, but that was a lot of money. So I went with the $75. I figured, you know, it's my first time getting something from them. I watched a bunch of others. It seems like there's at least a mini palette in some of the previous ones because there was none of the new ones. These are the mystery boxes for Pride Month. So I'm hoping there's some really fun stuff and there's some great colors. So this is it. This is the box, kind of small, but sometimes, you know, they just pack everything in instead of having a big box full of fluff. So I can appreciate that. Now, when I was watching some of the videos, it looks like the people who like Hank and Henry and the Makeup Institute, because it's the same company, love Hank and Henry. I guess the Makeup Institute was his first venture as he was teaching, and now I guess they have like both brands in their shop. And then as I was checking out, they offered me like a lip gloss for $7.50, and I have really eyed their lip glosses. They look really, really pretty. I know when like Stephanie over at Busy Beauty Customs, whenever she puts one in a box, I'm like, oh, that looks really pretty. So I thought, well, $7.50, give that a try. Okay, here is your sneak peek. It looks like there are at least 2 palettes in here, so super exciting. And this is a pretty well-packed bag. Like, I'm sure I got my $75 worth in here. Just because, I mean, this looks very well-packed. All right, so the first thing are these little, ooh, here we go, little jobbers. I got a new ring light, so kind of working on that. Bandit broke my old one, so it was a good excuse to buy a new one. So these are little tiny like puff pads. There we go. Let me play with this light for a minute. Hold on. I switched it to a warm light. Let's see if that is any better. Oh yeah, much better. I mean, I still can't get super close, but I can get much closer. All right, so these are like little, I'm guessing, I don't really know. If you guys know, tell me. I know I saw somebody else get these in a previous mystery box, and they said what they were. I'll look it up. We have a makeup brush here, and that is super fluffy. It's got like a little bit of a shape like that and a taper, so super neat. Does it say, this is a Hank and Henry brush. They used to have, I don't know that they still do, they used to have a brush subscription, I believe. I remember Anne from Just Anne used to get it. And she always raved about their brushes. This is the Melly brush, M-E-L-I. I just love the color though. That is such a gorgeous color. And then we got this big guy. That's kind of got like a short, kind of stiff, which would be good for Well, it's definitely not stiff enough for foundation, but I think it would be good for like a blush maybe. I mean, I will look it up, and if it says what specifically to use it for. This is the Tasha, and again, it's this gorgeous blue. Love that. Okay, next I got this, which is all packaged up in saran wrap, and it says eyes, cheeks, lips, and it looks like Santeria is the color, and it says it is a cream mousse, lips, eyes, cheek. You know, I love a multi-product. So there is the packaging, these little owls on all of his stuff, which I have heard explained is because he's a night owl. I don't know these things. I just don't know that much about any of these companies. I do know that they have had some of the palettes from time to time on sale at BoxyCharm. I've never actually bought one. Okay, so there is how that looks. It's a pretty color. You know, I like my berry colors. Okay, so there it is on. This might be a bit dark for my cheeks, but I think it will be a perfect lip color, but we'll dab a little bit on there. Okay, I think with a light hand, I can get away with that. Right now, my cheeks are super red from just being so warm out. All right, so there it is as a lip color. And it's hard to say if it's a good cheek color because I can see like I have rosacea all here coming up. It's like all, even where I didn't put it. So the jury's out on the cheek color. I would have to definitely see on a day where I wasn't so flushed. But I do like it as a lip color, I will say that. All right, so that is product number product number 4. Okay, next, this says Cherry Mattes. Okay, that looks like the color, which is Cha Cha. This is a liquid mousse matte lipstick. And there is how that looks. Now this does look like it's more of like a nudish color. No, it's actually got some nice cherry in it though. So there it is on my hand. It's got some nice cherry. There's kind of like this big glob on there. So there it is on. I don't dislike that color. I feel like it definitely needs like a little bit of more of a pop to it. Like I could definitely mix that with a lighter color. Next is a cream contour stick in Cornelian. Now that does look like that might be a little dark for me. With contour sticks, you never know. Like I got the El Masca one in my FabFitFun, and that was definitely looked darker than it was. Okay, here's how this looks. Very pretty packaging. All right, I'm not going to swatch that. What I'm going to do is see if I can find swatches of it and decide from there how it might look. I mean, it might be, again, it might look darker than it is because once you really buff it in, that could be a good brush for that. Next is the Clean Canvas Paints. It's a multi-use cream, and it says Baby Teal. Create, Correct, Conceal. Okay, so there that is. Is it blue? What am I? Oh, well, that's definitely. Okay. Not really sure what I do with this. There's no instructions, but I'm sure you do something with it. Maybe Maybe eyes? I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I love the color. I mean, I've definitely used that on my eyes. There is palette number 1. Looks like a face palette. It says Blush'em. Blush palette, yeah. Okay. Whoa, she right. Ooh, I don't know about that. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Oh well, let's give it a try. There's always makeup challenges. All right, I'm going to start with the bottom 2 here. And that is Trance and Rhapsody. Nope, sorry, that is Shenanigans and So Scarlet. All right, so these are Rhapsody and Trance. They feel really nice. All right, so I buffed them out a little bit. I mean, I could definitely use probably these 2 middle colors buffed out more. Definitely see using some of those colors. I think that more I might mix with like a chapstick and use as a lippy. Then there is a Berries palette. Now there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. Look at that. That looks like a duochrome maybe. I don't know, but I'm very excited. Let's see how this puppy performs. I'm going to start with these first 3 colors here. Glazin, Grapevine, and Bayberry. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, so there are the first 3 colors. Next we have Bluebells, Purple, and Bells and Whistles. And that really does looks like it brings the bells and whistles. So there are those 3. Getting used to this ring light and how close I can get to the... Okay, so there are those next 3. We have Sparkleberry, Bilberry, and Acia High. Now, if you have been watching me at all, y'all know I am partial to purple. I have hazel eyes, and purple really brings out the green in them, so I really love wearing purples. So this is a definite win. All right, so those were all the things in the mystery box. I think this was an awesome mystery box, definitely worth the money. I think it was a great size for me, a great introduction into it. Maybe next time I'll get the next one up. Who knows? But this was a definite good buy. Some of the products I'm not quite sure what to do with, but I'll figure it out. I'll let you know. What I'm trying to do is kind of unbox it, and then at a later date, so my videos are taking a little longer to come out, but at a later date when I have, you know, a little bit more time to do it, I'm going to do try-ons. So I'm going to get some information as to what to do with some of these things and come back and do a try-on with them. Okay, and then this is the lip gloss that I added on for $7.50. Now you did have to pay shipping and handling. I believe it was $11. So no matter what size, this didn't add on any shipping and handling. but no matter what size you got, there was shipping and handling. So even the $145 one had shipping and handling. That I know came with a bag. I guess at one point they did mystery bags with like almost like a backpack purse. I think it came with one of those. I'm not really sure. It's like a shine, like I put it right there. You can't really see it so much. I will say this lipstick is a very drying, like it's a matte, so it is going to dry down. So you got to get your in early, because I just went to do that with this and it had dried down a little too much. I think with enough of this, it's going to give me a little bit more leeway. It does add like some nice sparkle to that. So this smells like peppermint. It smells so good. So overall, I am very happy with this box. Very happy with this lippy. I think it was a great add-on for $7.50. I think that was somewhere around half off. Don't quote me that one. Try to put it up there. But that is what I got in this mystery box. Would I do it again? 100%. I would do it again. I don't know if I'll do it the next time they offer it or if I'll wait a little bit. Not because I'm afraid I'm going to get the same products, but I am trying to kind of scale back a little bit. So, but I would definitely, if I saw more Hake & Henry palettes on BoxyCharm, I would definitely spring for those. And if they were having a sale, I would definitely spring for some. I love the pigmentation. I love the colors. Gorgeous, gorgeous. One coat and boom on. And that typically means that even with a brush, it's going to perform really well. I'll have to go in kind of more light-handed, just to make sure that it's, you know, I build on it versus just woo. But overall, yeah, I love everything in this box. Even the stuff I don't know what to do with. I have no idea what to do with this, but I will tag on to the end some try-on and some explanation as what things for. So until then, don't go anywhere. I am back to do some try-on with the Hake & Henry mystery box items. So I did see what this was. They said it could be used as an eyeshadow base, a color corrector, FX makeup, so I guess whatever you want to do with it. But I won't be using this today. I am going to use this eyes, lips, cheek. I'm going to use that on my lips just because I do have the cheek palette. Alright, it goes on very smooth and creamy. It does go on nice and creamy. It's almost like a balm feeling on, so I do like that. I will probably put another lip product over it. Matter of fact, I'm going to put the lip gloss over it. Alright, so I really like that. I can definitely see that as like a regular kind of use for lips. I mean, it's probably nice on the eyes as well, but I have so much to try out here, so kind of want to just try to, you know, use what I can. Right, we've got this cream contour stick. It's kind of dark. We're going to put a little bit on and see how we can blend that in. Let's see. So despite how dark it was, it does blend in pretty well. Next, we have this super bright palette. I'm going to go with this pink right here. Alright, so that is definitely bright. All of the colors in here are bright. I I don't know. I guess if you really work it in, the red would look like that. So that one's even a little bit lighter. The really dark red. All right, so there are the other 3 shades. I kind of feel like I lean towards these 2 more. There is the one I put on. So these are definitely the darker ones. Now I do want to show you there is a lot of, I don't know if you can see that, a lot of fallout from the colors. So you might want to kind of tap your brush in between. On to the Berries palette, which I am super excited to get into. So they did give us this brush. I do see like this kind of brush used a lot on kind of these outer corners. So I'm going to go in with this Osea Hide. I mean, that is a lot of color. So I am going to just kind of dab it onto there. Then I'm going to come over that with some of this shimmery purple in Sparkle Berry. And I'm just going to come in and do, and I'm only using this brush because I do see this kind of brush used a lot for this. It's not what I would normally pull for, but now I'm going to come into that inner corner with this one here, which is the Glazin. Okay, so there is where we're at so far. Next, I'm going to go with this Grapevine right here. All right, and then I'm going to go with purple next. Then I want to come in with this raspberry, and I kind of want to just go into this area right here, kind of throw a little bit of a different color in there. All right, and then last I'm going to come in with the fingers and this Bells and Whistle, which is the real sparkly color, and it's kind of like a glitter, and I'm just going to kind of tap that in. Okay. I'm going to go back in with that Glazin and kind of do like a transition up there. This is definitely not your everyday palette. And this is definitely, you want to make a statement. It's great for on-camera looks. I mean, that's just pow. But if I wear this to work like this, you'd be like, what's going on with you today? You feeling a little extra fancy? To which I'd probably tell them, yeah, I am. I'm feeling a little extra fancy today. Right now, y'all know I don't really do much under the eye, but we're going to do something. So I'm starting with that Glazin and that really light color. And I'm going to move in to this, move into, no, this one right here. So that's the Grapevine. I'm going to round it out with this one right here. so is my final look using that berries palette. And I am a purple girl, so I am a huge fan of how that came out. Bandit! 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 Okay, I did also go ahead and put some of that big teal on here. So if you use that as a primer, you're going to want to use something that's a little more blue in color. So I thought I would just pull out this kind of raspberry and see how that looks. All right, so I put the raspberry, and then I put, the bayberry, and then the bells and whistle over that. They aren't, they're more purple than blue, but it does kind of change up the color of it a little bit. So just to give you like some ideas as to how that would look. All right, so that is most of the products that I got. All right, well, let me know your thoughts. I am a huge fan of the eyeshadow palette. The cheek palette I like, a little bright, a little much color for me. Love this eye lip cheek thing. I think that was awesome. Love this lip gloss right here. The brushes, fantastic brushes. I didn't really have anything to use this with. This I would use like when I'm putting on toner to kind of wipe it away a little bit, the excess. And yeah, and this actually, the contour stick actually worked out really well once you blended it in. So super happy with this as well. So let me know your thoughts. Please consider hitting that like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Leave a comment down below if you would, and hopefully I'll see you soon.